comics and cartoons since I was like 4 years old. The comics in the Sunday funnies that my grandpa read at the kitchen table were no less important to me than the issues of X-Men I saved up my hard-earned money for. The further and farther I got into being a part of comics, the narrower that path got. Comics becomes your life. It gets way too easy to get granular about the differences between genre or fandom or the tools you use to make them. If you spend too much time in that headspace, you'll come up with a lot of reasons why you're not allowed to do certain things. Super Ego is a 176-page collection of the comics and shorts that I've done over the past few years. These are comics that were fun, they were therapeutic, they were challenging. In some places, this collection owes a lot to superheroes, and in others, it's more like Saturday Night Live. A friend of mine said these are the comics that feel the most like hanging out with me. And when I flip through it, I guess I also see myself searching for a way to put the guy he's talking about onto paper. But more than that, I think I see myself almost surprisingly falling back in love with comics. So if you'd like to see what I'm bringing to the table, there are a good chunk of these comics available for your perusal via my socials already. But I want you to know that over half of this collection is brand new, and virtually none of it has ever been put into print before. But if that is not enough, then dear God, let it be enough for you, just once in your life. Do know that I have some pretty rare rewards planned, like original art and a few cool surprises if we hit the stretch goals. But most of all, I want you to know that I worked really hard to complete every stitch of this collection before I brought it to Kickstarter. This is a book that's completely written, drawn, designed, and all that's left to do, the only stones left to turn over, are to fund it, to print it, and to ship it to you. In my career, I have been, I guess you'd call it lucky enough, to see the comics I've worked on be turned into anything and everything under the sun. And as surreal and amazing as that has been at times, there's also times when I wake up in a sweat in the middle of the night, feeling responsible for some future patch of plastic toys floating out there in the Pacific Ocean. And I guess that's why this collection means so much to me, because it has nothing to do with anything but making comics. I'm here because I'm hoping you're the kind of audience that will appreciate that and will help me bring them to some kind of new life. Thanks a ton in advance and for putting up and bearing with me through all this. And hopefully I'll see you in the funny papers. What do you do with your hands? What do you do with your hands?